Hello.
Hey, Gossie. How you feeling?
Nervous.
Yeah.
It's a pretty scary room to go into. It's either a yes, your dream's still alive, or no, it's not.
7 months ago, I could see the anguish on your face. We believe, although there's plenty of work to do, you're going to be unreal on the world stage, and based on that, we've nominated you in the 12 for the Olympics.
Thanks. Good news. Just really proud and fucking let's go.
Yes, she's back, and her timing couldn't be better. Long-time captain Sarah Hirini has made an incredible recovery from a ruptured knee to be included in the Black Ferns 7 squad to defend their gold medal at the Paris Olympics.
We've now got players who have been to a couple of Olympics. Some of us have won, some of us have never been to an Olympics before, so it's a really great mix of different people, different energies, just loving watching others really flourish in our team.
It hasn't been easy. She's followed a pretty straight trajectory, but there have been setbacks along the way as well.
Quite a few people who have reached out and been like, is that what people go through? What they see on the field or is probably 2% of what our life actually is as a professional sports player. We potentially share all the great stuff, but not necessarily the challenges that we go through. So I think that's been a big part of why I've been wanting to do this. Is it's amazing at times, but it's very, very hard at times as well.
She handled it like such a boss and just kind of took everything in her stride. And I don't mean that she didn't have bad days, because I know she did, and some really hard days, and probably Pete got to experience more of that than I did.
It will be brilliant, and it might look good on one facet that she's made it back to being on field, but can she go back and perform, which is another question.
Before it was all leading up to trying to get into the best possible position to try and get picked, and I knew in my head that was going to be the hardest thing.
The past season opened my eyes up to what leadership looks like and how I'd want to lead this team in the absence of Gossie being away, and she's here with us now, so yeah, and it's awesome to have Gossie back with us.
Now it's switching into performance mode, and to me that's the fun part. Like, that's the part I enjoy the most, is what can I do or contribute to help the success of the team.
The Olympic gold medal is something that is a byproduct of the greatest connections within the team and outside, with our community, with our country, with our families, the people that we are, the way in which we connect to other teams and deal with success and deal with failure.
If we lose, but we've played to our absolute potential, I think I could walk away with that. Ultimately, I don't want to. I want to win gold. But if we can walk away knowing we've played to our potential, we've played the best game we possibly could, yeah, I'd be happy with that.
I know deep down now, like, I can't lose. Like, don't get me wrong, I love winning. I probably hate losing more than anything, but I think getting to this point, like, I'm so happy. It's like I've done the hardest possible challenge. Now I actually just get to enjoy playing footy and enjoying hanging out with my friends, and yeah, just compete on the biggest possible stage, which is, I think, I'm so grateful for.
Welcome to France for the 2024 Paris Olympics.
We are 2 days out from the Olympics starting. Today was a recovery day, so I went out and seen my husband in the city, which was good for the Wairoa. I know my family have just arrived here in Paris and are safe, so I'm happy about that. I suppose it made me realise why the tough days were so worth it, to be here, to experience everything that the Olympic life has to offer, and my body feels great, so I cannot wait for tomorrow's walkthrough, and then we get to get into it. Can't wait.
China against New Zealand, Pool A of Rugby Sevens, and it's a first touch and her first return for Sarah Hirini.
I was real nervous. excited to play and to represent like the team again and be a part of the group, but most people were like, can she actually handle playing at the Olympics again at that level? And like I felt that from my teammates, I felt that from my coaches, and I just wanted to play good, to be honest.
Australia's going to dish one off with a great Sarah Hinney. Didn't think she would be on this field 8 months ago, and now returns with a full match and a try to finish. Welcome back, Sarah Hinney. New Zealand take it 43 points to 5.
Just being able to get through that China game, it was almost like a bit of relief. My body's sweet, I know how good my knee's feeling, and just getting that one game under your belt. My next game was the Fiji game. Last Olympics we played Fiji in a semi, and it was the closest game we'd had. We went to extra time and potentially could have lost, and I don't know, our team just was like we stepped up another gear, and yeah, to finish off a pool game like that was pretty awesome.
New Zealand march on 38 points to 7, defending gold medalists through pool play unbeaten.
We could kind of then get day 2 ticked off and start focusing on finals day.
Quarter-final between China and New Zealand, Paris 2024.
Who else do you want in support? She'll just track the middle of this pitch all game.
Being pressured here by China. Oh, heavy contact. Hinney and Ran Hong Ting, and ball goes to ground.
Played by New Zealand number 5.
Like I definitely do remember making contact, and then her on the ground holding her head. Any contact to the head at force, like you're red carded, that was it. There was a little bit of stress in me thinking I don't want my tournament to be over from something so stupid, something that I definitely could have avoided.
Direct contact to the head with mitigation, therefore my recommendation is a yellow card.
The mitigation is the key factor there, because otherwise that could have been red and that could have been tournament over. Mitigation, but yellow card.
Yeah, I think for me it was a bit of relief her bringing out the yellow card. I was like, okay, I can deal with that. It's a couple of minutes, but I knew the girls were going to be okay.
And then look at that physicality, trying to win possession back for New Zealand, and does so. 8 to 2 minutes sit down and is more than made up for it. Some rock solid defence and gets a second try. New Zealand thrash China to march through to the semi-finals.
When you go into a semi-final, you can I've watched certain teams and they just look so stressed, whereas our girls looked happy. They looked free, they looked ready, and just remember thinking it's going to be a good day today.
Counter switching, getting through one, steaming away, and it is a left counter who breaks over the New Zealand defence.
Yeah, their try, like I was probably more gutted. I missed that tackle on Alev. She's a bloody good player. I've missed quite a few tackles on her, to be honest, but there was like still no doubt that we were, like I knew we were going to come back.
Stacey Walker gets one back for New Zealand. Glide again, big bend in the face, sit down Ariana Ramsey. Michaela Blyde has got the try that is surely going to seal a place in the gold medal match. For the 3rd time, New Zealand will play for the gold medals. It's New Zealand 24, the United States of America 12.
I went and seen my family, and yeah, that was a pretty cool time just to be able to like sit in the stadium with them. It's just nice to like take that time to be like, we're gonna get to win a medal in front of them. I just remember telling my dad, I was like, but I want the gold.
The gold medal match of women's rugby sevens underway, and Reece Poldy Lane, the co-captain for New Zealand, gets the first strike in the gold medal match. Canada keeping the ball alive well, and fending off Hinney. Few do that, and then the ball up the middle for Chloe Daniels to tie it up. New Zealand is good, or Hinney, and then the intercept from Corrigan. A chase here for New Zealand, and Alicia Corrigan is going to give Canada the lead.
I know what happens, I still feel sick. And I've watched this game, well, the highlights back a few times. I was like, those 2 tries are my 2 mistakes. The one mistake on apps, and then obviously that offload. In the game, I remember thinking, it's okay, we're going to be sweet, but it's probably been like after the game, I was like, damn it, like missed tackle and offload to allow them 12-7 at halftime. I was like, yeah, just on my own standards, pretty gutted by that.
Tyler King gets it underway. Blyde, not a lot of room for Michaela Blyde, and she doesn't need any. They were left chasing shadows. 2.5 to go.
Just keep ball from New Zealand, but it's one line break away from going to left.
And it's Sarah Hinnany.
There was like a point where I was like, I'm not gonna finish this try. And heaps of people afterwards have been like, why didn't you put the foot down? Like, you would have been able to get there. But there was no part of me that was like, I'm going to score this try. It was like, who else is around that I can offload to? And it's cool watching it back, like seeing Ty, Stace, Reese, Minnie, and I think George is just behind that. Like, you can see how much, like, they've put their head down and I was like, I need to get to her. And to me, that kind of summed up our Olympic campaign. Like, if someone went where we're all going, that was kind of what was going on. And thankfully, that this time I offloaded to Ty, and then we kind of got into 22, and once I seen Stace on the outside, it was like, she's going to score this and this is it. To me, that was the game.
And score a critical try for New Zealand. The smiling assassin does it again.
A couple of minutes before that, I'd actually broken my face. I remember getting cleaned out from a ruck and being like, I've broken my cheekbone. I knew instantly, I'd done it before. So when I got subbed off, I was like, yeah, sweet, like I'm actually quite ready to come off. My face I was in so much pain. And there was just blood everywhere, like my nose was bleeding. I could feel the excitement from everyone else. Like, we knew that we were going to win at that point. There was no way that they were going to score a try. And I just remember sitting there and being like, it's such a weird feeling, like I'm in so much pain, but I'm so happy. I was just quite content around just sitting there and enjoying that last little part.
Blyde, they want one more to put the exclamation mark on.
And then once Georgia kicked the ball out, I just got up and was like,
gold for New Zealand.
We did it.
Team without peer has done it again.
And I could see everyone running it, and I was like, I can't even run onto the field.
Lighting up the Stade de France. New Zealand champions.
Wow, what a moment.
After Tokyo, it was like relief because we'd kind of got the monkey off our back, whereas that one was like almost like a sense of our team's the best sevens team in the world now.
The most storied, successful team in women's rugby history. Gold medalists for the second time. New Zealand cut a swathe through this draw. They barely had a finger laid on them until that final, where Canada made them earn these gold medals. Gold medalist, women's rugby sevens, Paris 2024, New Zealand.
I just remember getting hugged from a few different people and just being really happy with, just being really, really happy that I was like, oh, it's done, like we've done it, we've finished. And I couldn't wait to just go and see my family and celebrate with them in the stands.
What do you think your mum will think about this?
The last Olympics, to be honest, I was playing for her. I think I was a lot on autopilot, whereas this one, and probably why I took time to look around and enjoy everything, was because of like losing her so early. But I know how proud she would have been. And it was pretty cool. My dad brought a photo of her over and they chucked her on a seat, so she had her front row seats to watch me play as well, which, it's been so amazing to share the success that we've had with everyone, and hearing that they feel a part of it, to me, makes me even more happy. I think the coolest thing was like getting home from being away for a couple of weeks and having a good break, and then going down to my local supermarket and just talking to them about it, that they got up and watched the games, and hearing my neighbours get up and just how proud they are. It's like, makes me so happy that everyone gets to feel a part of that. I would never ever have imagined the career that I've had. The opportunities that I've got to do what I've got to do and win what I've got to win it's hard to kind of put into words, but I'm so proud.
What do you think she would think about what you've achieved?
She'll be pretty happy. That person back then got invited to a rugby day for a coach, Rob Jones, and he surprised me at the Olympics. He, to be honest, I don't know how he did it. He texted me the day of my first game and he's like, "I'll see you soon, mate." And I just wrote back, "There's no way you're here." Like, yeah, when I think back to that kid at Fielding High School, I instantly think of Rob Jones as well, and to have him there in the stands, he watched with my husband and my family, and I was pretty happy to see him after the game as well. So to me that sums up the start of my journey, and to that point in my career is the people I've had right from the start will still be there even towards the end of my career. I love playing footy, I love playing at this level, it's challenging, and I love representing the Blackfern Sevens. I've decided to sign on with New Zealand Rugby for another 2 years, and took a lot of time to kind of think about what I wanted to do, and I want to continue the legacy that's been made, not just on the field but off the field, and I think that's a big part of it. And I love the challenge. Yeah, I can't wait to see what the next couple of years has in store for us. We've got some exciting young players who are absolutely amazing. I just want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of their careers. I want to see how far they can push themselves, and if I can help in a small way, then yeah, I'm excited by that opportunity.
She does not look good. She looks distraught. This could be massive ramifications for New Zealand moving forward.
And it's her first touch and her first return for Sarah Hirini. Didn't think she would be on this field 8 months ago. Welcome back, Sarah Hirini.
Let's go! Oh, you look good, girl. You look very good.